We've got one, we've got two, we've got three, four different products nice to check out today. This is going to be an interesting video. We have, what are these, four different brands. So this is going to be very exciting. We got different size boxes. This should be very interesting. One of these, I believe, is not a knife. So yeah, links for these down below, guys. If you want to check prices, availability, and variants. So we're going to go ahead and get started here with the CJRB box, which seems to be a little bit smaller than usual. I wonder why. The Boxer is the name on this one. Black 2CR blade, which sounds a lot like a utility blade, and a black G10 handle. So speaking of utility blades, let's check out the ceramic U1 Ultra from OKNIFE. Recently did an unboxing on this one here in the channel, and this one's an aluminum with this very poppy colorway. Other colorways are available, and ceramic is one of those materials that is just laser sharp out of the box. So really been impressed with a ceramic blade. Definitely something you have to check out if you haven't already. But yeah, check out the video on this one if you haven't already. But let's go ahead and dive in. What is the Boxer all about? By the way, I like that name, Boxer. Right, I like that. Kind of reminds me of the engines on Subarus and Porsches, right? Flat 4 or flat 6 Boxer engines, because the pistons are basically opposed from one another, sitting flat. Anyways, apparently they put a password here. I wonder what the password is, Miguel. Yeah, the password is called a sticker. So we got a sticker there. We're absolutely going to have to cut. Caution, sharp blades. Okay, so definitely giving them kudos there for the extra warning and whatnot. It shouldn't be that difficult to take these apart. And as far as the count here, we're going to use our scientific 5x zoom, and we should be at, all right, what seems to be about 10 different utility blades. And since we don't have one on this actual Boxer here, we're going to go ahead and let's see, how can we safely take one apart? It looks like they're kind of welded together, but they're not, right? They're just nicely oiled, and all you have to do is slide one out to be able to take it away from the pack. And then we're just going to go ahead and put the rest of them back in there, seal it, and remind ourselves that these are sharp blades, okay? Watch out. Anyways, let's check out the whole installment process. I mean, for starters, check this out. It's kind of funny. You are getting the blade non-installed. That's the first, because most utility knives I checked out have the blade already installed. But we have a good old plunge lock, button lock on here. Very fidgety, very nice and easy to use. I mean, after all, the Pyrite was one of CJRB's most popular knives of all times, and it started as a plunge lock, button lock. So thumb stop deployment feels good. Reverse flick, oh, absolutely. But yeah, let's go ahead and do this thing justice and add the blade on here. Then we can talk about all the details, because it definitely has a very nice design, very futuristic, cyberpunk 2077 sort of look to it, if you know what I mean. And by the way, if you got that whole cyberpunk reference, right, you're a real G. All right, I'm trying to unscrew this thing, but look how simple this is, right? You basically have this orange circle with a lock on it. You push, and that's what, you know, kind of separates these two pieces. 5x zoom is better. Separates these two pieces, so you have better access to mounting the blade on there. So I'm just gonna align it here, and then I'm just gonna use my left hand to hold the blade, right hand to push on here. And okay, was it that simple? Was it that easy to remove? Push on the orange circle again. Look at that. That's how easy it was to remove. And that's how easy, you hear the click, that's how easy it is to mount it in place. And you can wiggle it back and forth as well, right, to know that it is actually held in place, good to go. Now we have way too many oils on this thing, so let me give it a good wipe, because this is going to be a user. I've been kind of going crazy with utility blades recently. I've been using them more and more during trash day and what have you, just because of the nature of being able to, you know, swap these once they go dull. I still haven't been able to dull the first one on my Kaiser drop bear utility knife, but yeah, these actually last a pretty long time. And when you're done with one side, you can easily flip it 180, use the other end, so that's also a nice plus there. Use that for a bit and then just swap the whole blade. And most of these come with either 5 or 10 spare utility blades. You're getting a whole 10 of them right here, which is nice. I gotta tell you, man, action's good as you would expect. The ergos, yeah, you want to go forward choke a tad bit, which they built some jimping there, right, very intentionally. Forward choke is where it's at. I'm able to get a full 4-finger grip there. Even got some jimping right up here at the front. Love to see that detail there as well, because they know that's where your thumb is going to land most of the time. So yeah, looking good, feeling good. Deep pocket carry clip, that's reversible. After all, lefties are going to be enjoying and using this as well. I kind of wish the handle was a hair longer, right? Maybe if they do a revision of this one in the future they do a Boxer 2.0, maybe add like another, I don't know, half an inch or so, that would be nice. But as far as blade to handle ratio here, it looks pretty good. And as long as you don't have big old bear paws, right, even with my average size hands, I'm able to get a full purchase again, and it just works. Pocket clip is comfortable. I'm gonna give it a good solid 9.5 out of 10. And yeah, we can absolutely get to work. But this is just the first knife out of this unboxing extravaganza here. So let's move on to the next one. We'll have the Boxer here do the honors. This one is from Kansept, but here's an interesting detail. Did you know that Kansept has a separate EDC brand, right? Basically have another branch of Kansept called Kansept EDC, where they have everyday tools. And this is what this one is. So an everyday tool, right? Let's check it out. These are things that are made by Kansept other than knives, or products other than knives are featured on the Kansept EDC website. So check out here, we have a nice little necklace, right, if you would. Then we have what seems to be something really tiny. What exactly are we looking at? We definitely got to zoom in for this one. We have a key ring back here. We have Bolt written on there, Kansept logo on one side and the designer on the other side. Looks like we can unscrew it here on this side. There is a coil spring on that side. Let me not mess with it too much. I'm going to tighten it back up. And yeah, of course, titanium build, looking good. This is a bolt action something. Okay, I know exactly what this is. This is kind of like a bolt action kind of fidget toy is what it is, right? So at first I'm like, man, if they manage to put a pen in this tiny of a package, that is absolutely crazy. But this one is more of a small fidget toy, if you would, that you can either put on your neck or just put it on your keychain, and then you can just bolt your way through the day there, right? Kind of like a bolt action pen. Bam, boom. Action is actually pretty solid. And again, this is a very, very specific use case, of course. I'm not going to say to everybody run out and get one, because it's going to change your life. But, you know, if you like fidget stuff, right, you absolutely know this one is for you or not. But as far as the construction, the build looks pretty good, very well made. And this part right here, I mean, it's definitely fidgety. You throw this in your neck and you have something to fidget with, right? If you're that kind of person, again, no judgment, more power to you. I definitely like to fidget with my knives quite a bit. So this might be one additional fidget item here that I might end up trying to see if it works in, you know, kind of in my rotation or daily carry. So yeah, more to come on this one, again, called the Bolt from Kansept EDC. Again, their branch that makes things other than knives. So very interesting take there. Of course, you know, adding the lanyard there will be very straightforward, right? As you have seen before with other products from them in the past. We're gonna slide this in and then clip this other side here. Bam, there we go. Right, this is what it would look like as a necklace. And then you got that bolt action on you at all times. So let me know your thoughts on this one down below. And by the way, these are not going to break the bank or anything, even though it's made out of titanium, right? Because it's a very specific user case, right? Like if you know if this is a product for you or not. I think this is like $30, $32, $30-ish or so. So yeah, very affordable price-wise if it is something you absolutely want to pick up. Now, moving on to the next one here, we have a knife from Real Steel. And this one's called the G-Drop Satin Blade Black G10 Handle. We got the stock number right there. Let's see what Real Steel is up to. Right, they've been sending a few knives into the channel here for me to check out and share with you guys. We got some paperwork, and man, oh man, that's actually looking pretty good. Liking the design so far, based on the diagram. And you got some specs right there. If you guys want to pause, you're welcome to. We'll keep that handy there just in case. We got a wiping cloth, and here is the knife, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm going to go 2x zoom here. This one's kind of like feeling like a medium to large size knife. We got G10 handles here with recessed liners. Looks to be a black G10 with red G10 backspacer, deep pocket carry clip that's not reversible. And other than that, very straightforward design here. Looks like a front flipper deployment only. No back flipper, no buttons, right? Captive pivot, just actually a little bit on the larger side, given the knife size overall. But yeah, they did something right here in that front flipper, right? They gave you jimping all the way from here, but also wraps around on top as well. And I always say, you know, if you're going to give me one deployment option and one deployment option only, definitely make sure it is a rock solid one. So there we go, kind of getting a feel for it. At first I was kind of overcoming the detent, and you can overcome the detent because it's not necessarily the strongest detent out there, right? Something to keep in mind. But once you dial it in and you know how much, right, force it takes, you can absolutely rocket deploy this thing with your eyes closed. So front flipper there, we can do reach around, absolutely works. Side of the index finger, that works too. And of course, good old thumb front flipper, bam, actually works really good. Let's give it a nice little wipe. Got a satin finish on the blade. Oh, of course, right? This makes a lot of sense. Ostapel is behind this design. That's very interesting. Nitro X7. By the way, I know Nitro V, but Nitro X7 is a first for me. So I'll put something on the screen there so we can check out what Nitro X7 is all about. Beautiful satin finish, flat grind, drop point blade, right? With a nice little fuller going on there, which, you know, kind of a bummer. I don't think we can get to the fuller to be able to thumb deploy or reverse flick. The blade tucks into the handle so much, it's a little bit harder to get to that fuller. It would have been nice if we could have gotten to the fuller for 2 more additional deployment options, reverse flick and thumb deployment, but sounds like Ostapel here really wanted you to use a front flipper, which again, actually works really nice for it being the only deployment option. So I give him that. It is a liner lock here, so we have a good contact where we're looking at maybe 20% or so. And not a ton of cutout here from the show side, just a tad bit. We do have jimping on the liner, and it's nice and easy, right, to disengage. Just pushing down to the left, right, that gets the work done. On the return, oh yeah, actually, look at this, nice. It doesn't really take a lot for it to drop shot. That actually feels pretty good, right? Don't really have to shake it too much. So yeah, very nifty, nice little small EDC right here, good size, not too big, not too small. By the way, the blade length here is going to be 2.76 inches, so it is going to be under 3 inches for anyone that has specific state laws where you can only carry under 3 inches of blade. Obviously, this one's going to be right up your alley right there. G10 is pretty grippy, I'll say that. And as far as the ergos go, right, guess what? Full 4-finger grip from one side to the next, right? Good to go there. And yeah, actually feels pretty comfortable. Pocket clip included. I'm going to give it a good solid 9 out of 10. Kind of wish the pocket clip was reversible. You know, it being a, you know, front flipper and all. I don't have the most dexterity on my left hand, but you could, you know, front flip all day here with a left hand. So I don't know why the pocket clip being reversible was a missed opportunity. But other than that, I mean, it is definitely got to give it that. It is a pretty elegant design for what it is, and this one is going to be very affordable, right, given the materials, the build construction, and everything else. So again, link down below if you're interested in checking it out. But we're moving on to the final and last knife, and that is a Fentiso knife. All right, let's see what Fentiso has been cooking lately. We'll have this little guy here do the honors. Bam, boom. By the way, if you're liking the videos where we do unboxing of multiple brands, multiple knives, multiple products, definitely let me know. Give me some feedback on the comments below. Here we are. Quick unboxing. We got a zipper pouch with some paperwork that includes all of their different models, all right, available. We have pretty much featured most of their models here in the channel, if not all of them. But all right, let's go ahead and check out the knife in here. Boom. We got a sticker. We got some additional hardware, right? That is nice for Fentiso to include, and a wiping cloth. So that is a nice little package right there. All right. Oh, okay. I see exactly what this is. Holy smokes, ladies and gentlemen. It looks like we have one of my favorite models from Fentiso. They took it and kind of, you know, touched it up a little bit with some new handles. We are talking, of course, about the Fintiso Parrot. And the original version we looked at had aluminum handles. And again, I'll have that video linked below or at the end of this video so you can check it out if you want to. This one has exposed liners, right? These are steel liners with a standoff construction, 2 standoffs back there. And we have what seem to be carbon fiber handles on top of that, which absolutely looks really good, right? Loving the carbon fiber. We can see the weaving in there. Deep pocket carry clip, which works really good, and it is reversible. So they actually got the sauce figured out. Plunge lock, button lock, and this thing has amazing action, right? Check it out. Bam, right? There is a deployment on the close. It is going to be on ball bearings, and we got to kind of break it in a little bit. There we go. Yeah, super fidgety, fidget friendly, thumb deployment. Got that reverse flick as well. And what's interesting here, and I was just checking this out, holy man. And this is crazy, guys. Did they just put S35 VN on this knife? Holy smokes, S35 VN on this knife. That is crazy. By the way, I'm loving the satin finish on it. And it's got my favorite geometry of all times, a Warncliffe. Love a good old warning, right, with a flat grind on this particular one. 14C28N was the, of course, budget steel that they put on the OG one. This S35VN right here, I don't know, man. We're stepping things up, and I love it. I absolutely love it. It actually feels pretty lightweight. Of course, the carbon fiber helping a bit with that. Only the steel liners and the actual blade itself are going to be the heavier pieces in this knife. Now, checking this thing, I just had to pause the video for a second and check online, guys. The full price on this thing is $129.99. But it is actually on sale right now, at least as of the time of making this video. This thing is on sale for $64.99. Now, S35VN, right, with carbon fiber for $64.99. That's a crazy value. Crazy value. Typically, their knives are around $50 with 14C28N. You pay a couple extra dollars again with this sale, current sale, and you're getting S35VN. So typically a steel that you only see on the over $100 price point. So love to see that. That is absolutely something sweet that I love Fentiso is absolutely doing. Again, the handle is really, really comfortable, like you would expect from a design like this one. Check it out here, right? I'm able to get a full 4-finger grip. Really comfortable, nice and contour all the way around. Pocket clip is comfortable as well. I'm going to give it a good solid 9 out of 10. The one thing I'll nitpick, and I'm not sure if I said this about the original one or not, kind of wish it had some jimping here, right, for your thumb to feel a little bit more locked in. But other than that, that's about the only thing I will nitpick, right? We can do utility cuts, draw cuts all day, every day with this knife. I mean, it is absolutely a workhorse. And I really like the overall design. Pretty clean, right? Nice and streamlined. The original one spoke to me a lot. And again, that one's still available out there. If you want to get the aluminum 14C28N version, you absolutely can. Or you can get this S35VN for a little bit more money. So not a lot, won't break the bank, and you're getting a much higher tier steel in this case. So yeah, definitely quite a lot of great things to say about this one. One other small gripe will be the plunge grind situation, right? Doesn't really give you a whole lot to sharpen without getting a smile. So eventually you will develop a smile there at some point as you start sharpening the knife a little bit more and more. And in a way, I guess they maybe try to give you a finger choil here, but it's not the biggest finger choil of all time. So I would just kind of grip, you know, about right there, kind of be mindful of what I'm doing. That's about as close to the blade as I would get. But other than that, I mean, those are the only two nitpicks there. Everything else is a pretty solid design. Let's go ahead and go in reverse order here just to check out everything we've looked at so far. We got the Parrot here from Fentiso. We got this beauty right here from Real Steel. Again, also very affordable. Surprisingly, right, something out of the blue here, we looked at the nice little bolt action necklace from Kansept EDC. And of course, right, first thing we looked at was the CJRB Boxer, right? CJRB's take on the whole utility blade fever craze going on right now. What really stood out to me the most wasn't just the design and the looks, but also how easy it was to swap a blade, right? You basically just push on the little orange circle there, and it's just super easy, right? I think out of all the different mechanisms, this one has to be one of the easiest implementations I've ever seen. So definitely give them kudos and credit for that. Credit where credit is due. But let me know your thoughts on these guys. Which one is your favorite out of all these? Which one stood out to you the most? What do you guys like about these? What do you love about them? Is there anything you dislike about them? Let me know. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. And of course, links to all these products in the description and pinned comments as well, if you guys want to check them out. It does help out the channel when you use those links, but that's entirely up to you and at zero extra cost. Hope you guys really enjoyed this one. If you made it to the end, you're the real MVP. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care, and I'll see you on the next one, either this one or this one. Peace.